Hey everybody, welcome back to the Chaotic Little Book Corner. I look like chaos today. You're gonna hear some noises in the background. It's just my sister getting ready. No big deal. Today I'm gonna be doing my Underhyped booked readathon wrap up, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I am never, well, maybe never, but it's gonna be a while before I do a readathon again because my sister can attest to this. It got a little out of hand for me. I got it in my head that I needed to read more than I usually do, which I usually read about 8 hours a day, and finish about a book a day. So instead of finishing a book a day, I finished like a book to a book and a half to 2 books a day and read for like 16 hours every day, and I stressed myself out, and I got overwhelmed and overtired, and I read 10 books, and we're not going to do that again. That's not going to happen again for a bit. So, forgive my appearance. I look like a total mess, but I'm really tired from yesterday. I will be posting a vlog for yesterday, in a bit. I have to edit it and get it together. I've never done a vlog before, so bear with me. It's going to be interesting. Let's jump right into the books. Alright, so the first one was Sob Secret by Claudia White. This is a little book about a young girl named Melinda, and she has a family secret that her family tells her about, which is that they are shapeshifters of an ancient tribe, and her brother just doesn't care, and she's all excited about it and super stoked to be able to shapeshift, and then her brother disappears and she has to go track him down. It was a very sweet read, 152 pages, very easy, 5-star read for me, definitely, and I will probably pick this up again next time I'm in a book slump. Now, all of these except for one have under 1,000 ratings, and the one that's not under 1,000 ratings, I will tell you why I read it as an underhyped book. Book number 2 just came out. This is 13 Ways of Looking at a Fat Girl. This is by Mona Awad, and this one was super interesting. So this one was a book about a young girl who's in her teen years and she's overweight, and the way that it's written is in a bunch of short stories about her. So some of it comes from her perspective, some of it's from others' perspectives talking about her, where they call her the fat girl or by her name sometimes. But it's a really interesting on body image and how a girl can kind of get into this funk where she just believes she's fat constantly. It was a really great read. I gave it 4 stars, and it was the last book I read in the Underhyped readathon. Next is the one that is not under 1,000 ratings, but I'll tell you why I picked it. So this is the vintage classic. This is Zelda Fitzgerald's Save Me the Waltz. This is about a girl named Alabama, and she is married to a gentleman named David. Now, the two of them are in a relationship, and it's kind of meh, but they're, working really hard. She wants to be a ballerina. He's an artist, and they're struggling along. It's definitely loosely based on Zelda and Scott's relationship. This is the one and only novel that Zelda Fitzgerald wrote, and I believe she suffered from, I want to say schizophrenia, but I'm not 100% sure. So let me do a little more research because I'm going to be doing a solid full review on this by itself anyway, and I'll be talking about Zelda a little more there. She wrote this, loved it. I really liked it. The writing was kind of complicated to get into, but I think she was almost trying to overpower herself. She was trying to overcompensate. It was an interesting read, but it was absolutely stunning, wonderful. Read it in one sitting, and I highly recommend it. 4 stars. So the reason that one was underhyped is Zelda never got any recognition, thank you, recognition during her lifetime or after, really, because of how famous her husband was, and he made it very clear that he didn't think she was worth the recognition, which is really sad. This one I read for Europa Publishings. This is The Thoughts and Happenings of Wilfred Pierce, Purveyor of Superior Funerals by Wendy Jones. This is going to be in a separate review as well. In a group review, there's going to be 4 of these books from Europa Publishing. I received them all for review. I have read 2 out of the 4, so I'm working on the larger 2 now. I would definitely recommend this if you haven't If you have an interest in kind of a fluffy read, but you're not a YA fluffy reader, that's a good one. This is Fate Ball by Adam W. Jones, and this I read very quickly. It's larger font, so it wasn't too hard at all. It's about a young man named Abel who falls in love with Ava, who blinds him, and she keeps being with him and then leaving him, and she's all sorts of messed up. And it's a little love story about the two of them, but how they kind of ruin each other and save each other at the same time in this love story. Definitely an element of addiction in here, which you guys know how I feel about messed up people and relationships. It always goes over well for me. I will be doing a separate review of this for sure, and that will be coming up very soon. Next book I read was a short story collection. I will be doing a small review of this. This is from Small Beer Press. This is The Monkey's Wedding and Other Stories by Joan Atkins. I really loved this. It was just very, very different. I really enjoyed it, and I will be doing a full review on this as well. Oddballs. I mean, you guys know Porcupine Quill is my bae, so it's cool. This is Oddballs. It has wood engravings by Jim Westengrade, and this is a bunch of little short stories that are 1 page long with a little picture on the other side of odd characters throughout history who were stranger than fiction, and it was just really fun and easy, and it was 45 pages in the end, and I gave it 5 stars. It had some really fun facts. I will be doing a separate review on this as well. Laura Foos's Before Elvis, There Was Nothing. This will get a separate review as well from Just Coffee House Press. This was sent to me for review. I requested it from the publisher. This is the same author as The Blue Girl. It was wonderful. It's about a young girl and her sister. Her sister suffers from agoraphobia after their family ran away, and so she is trying to help her and take care of her, but one day she wakes up and has a horn sticking out of her head. So I will do a full review of that. This is Maggard's Curiosity Cabinet by H.P. Wood. This is an arc that was sent to me for review by Source Landmark, and this is one I requested from the publisher. I enjoyed it. I will have to reread it before I do my review, though, because an alter read most of it instead of myself, which is fine, but it's cool. They gave it 4 stars, I believe, 3 or 4 stars. So it's all right. It's a warped history and dark weirdness of a circus in New York City.
A freak show?
Yeah, basically. It's a Coney Island freak show that gets a little horrible. There's that, and I will definitely be doing a review on this soon. I just have to refresh myself because I missed bits and pieces. This was my final one. This is my top read of the entire book readathon. This was amazing. I've done a full review. It'll be linked down below as soon as it's posted. This is The Lightkeeper by Abby Jean. This will probably make it to my favorite books of the year when 2016 ends, and oh my god, it was amazing, and I loved it, and I can't speak enough good things about it. It was nothing I expected it to be, and it was the most amazing surprise I've ever had. Definitely some trigger warnings in here, though, and felt very close to home. For those of you who have asked me about books that feel similar to my condition, this is actually a very good indication of what that might feel like. Just go into it knowing nothing. It's wonderful. Alright guys, that was my wrap up for my Underhyped readathon. Finally got that done. I've done it 5 times now, so that's a little intense. I will definitely see you guys in my next video, and I will talk to you soon. Bye!